Good evening, dear viewers, and welcome back to the review program. This episode theme of discussion will be youth and business. In his New Year's speech, President Shavkat Mirziyoyev has declared the year of 2024 as the year for support for youth and business in Uzbekistan. The government plans to intensify the attraction of foreign investment and the formation of broad opportunities for entrepreneurship and private property. Attention to the development of science, innovation, IT, creation of green and digital technologies. The main focus will be on creating new jobs and income growth. Certainly, this year will be a great opportunity for young entrepreneurs. We have talked with the young individuals who are actively involved in the business activities. They have shared their views on the business climate in the country, challenges and opportunities in these areas, and points that need to be addressed.
Going back just 5 years ago, so the climate about this ecosystem, in a business or startup ecosystem, it was very embryonic stage. So we didn't know how to do it startup. We didn't know how to do startup or how to create an IT company. So it was a challenge. And this is the first question. And second is about how to do export, how go to the expansion, how to scale the project. This is the next stage. And what we understood, we just after signing our president Shavkat Mirziyoyev about boost IT ecosystem in 2018. It was started with the IT park, etc., just giving a lot of efforts and taxes, zero taxes to the IT companies. So this is a fundamental thing that all startups and ecosystems started to build. So what I mean, so after this scenario, right now we have more than 1,000, just approximately 2,000 IT companies who are just participated in IT Park and just using these efforts and using these all the obligations from the IT Park. It helps them to reduce the cost and to start globally, and to do expansion very fast. Regarding to the challenges, what happens in this past 2 or 3 years? We understood that we don't have enough investments, enough venture funds or angel investors who are ready to join or who are ready to give, funds to and do fundraising to the startups. So there's a lot of incubators. There is a lot of just accelerators started, and with the grants, etc. It's a very good point, but in order to boost this startup ecosystem or to increase the performance of startup ecosystem is to have enough angel investors in the beginning, or second, have a lot of government venture funds who are ready to just burn their money. And because if you invest in 10 IT companies, startups, just 9 of them will be dying in the next 1 year. Only 1 of them will be just survive and go to the next stage. For young entrepreneurs, just if they want to build, they should first of all analyze and understand if they want to do just local business or global. This is a key point. Why? Because if you want to do a local business, you will focus only on your local market, because you know everybody and you can connect, you have a huge network and you have a great product, but for the local. And if you want to go to global, you should start to go very fast and very early stage, to other countries, and start to negotiation and make connections and make networking and raise investments. This is, you should just understand which one you want. And what's about regarding disadvantages, advantages, I will say that there is no any just pros and cons, you should do this and this and this is a rule, or this is a, number, or this is a formula. No. So first of all, you should analyze fundamental truths is what you want, local business or global. Because we have a lot of great IT companies working only on local market. It's great. I will say that Uzbekistan is a very small market. It's not a huge market. For example, if you want to do in one sector something, to build something, there is no any billion-dollar market. So the market is very low. I mean, it's not very big. So if you want to build a billion-dollar company, etc., you should go globally. So what I'm trying to say, any venture funds who are trying to invest, I mean, Uzbekistan, why they should invest in Uzbek startups? Let's ask like this question. Only founders or startups who are just believed to build a global company. In this case, yeah, just venture funds can invest in Uzbekistan, and if they see a lot of success cases, Uzbek founders who did exit or did IPO, so and a lot of venture funds will come because they see that their eyes, their vision, their startups is very just promising. So if they're working only local market startups, nobody will come because venture funds, for venture funds, attractive thing will be when the startups go globally, when you can build globally company. So we should understand this. And another thing that to build this ecosystem, I mean in Uzbekistan, we should focus not only in the local market. Because when we open to another market, when we open and going to another events or trade shows, etc., in this case, yeah, venture funds and angel investors in companies will do piloting or doing experimentation with the startups, etc. It's the first stage of how to be attractive, just in a global arena to Uzbekistan.
Things are improving for young entrepreneurs, as the president has announced support for them this year, especially in the IT sector. Many young individuals are starting their own businesses, creating a promising future. Collaboration between experienced and young entrepreneurs is crucial for success. The primary challenge faced by young entrepreneurs is networking. When approaching experienced individuals, there is skepticism due to age. Proving one's abilities becomes beneficial. Over time, as they showcase their skills, age stereotypes diminish and effective communication develops. The initial 3 months are critical in this regard. In Uzbekistan, staying updated is vital due to constant changes in laws and regulations. In fields like accounting, awareness of these changes is crucial. Keeping up with the times is prerequisite for gaining respect from experienced professionals. Digitalization is on the rise, presenting both advantages and challenges. For those accustomed to electronic systems, it is beneficial, but all the individuals used to traditional methods may face difficulties. The ongoing digital transformation, including the transition to systems like MySolak 3, is expected to continue this year. Increased benefits for young entrepreneurs are desired, especially considering the youth-dominated workforce. The existing Cabinet of Ministers Decree 460 provides social tax benefits for individuals under 25, and a call for additional subsidies for young people is made.
I was very happy when our president named this year the Year of Youth and Business. Nowadays, I think we have really good opportunities in the business area. So we see it in our projects also. Nowadays, lots of abroad companies are coming to Uzbekistan, right, and opening their business geography in Uzbekistan also. So I think the opportunities is very high now. Moreover, IT Park gives us a lot of advantages. For example, when we started working with abroad companies, IT Parks and people there helped us to have to work, have to find clients, and have to service their needs. For 2024, we are planning to attract more clients from abroad to Uzbekistan IT services and IT projects. Moreover, we are planning develop our IT service, as I mentioned, for businesses which automates their business processes and needs.
One of the first things what I can mention about Uzbekistan is that they have a very good tax-free zone which provided by IT Park. I think that's a good opportunity to run business and be operating from Uzbekistan while you can get like a super cheap labor, and on the other hand you get lots of tax benefits to operate here. I think for the last couple of months government doing a very awesome job on giving more opportunities for young guys. For example, a recent event President Tech Award which allocated $1 million for young entrepreneurs to start their business. I think it's like a super good boost because it brings for our market lots of funding, which was the main problem like last year, but from this year the problem was fixed. And actually we have more funding guys, venture capitals guys, nevertheless like entrepreneurs who are doing something. I think they already fixed one problem, and the next problem is that to show people that there is an opportunity and it's possible to break the barrier what they have on their mindset and let them do something and not be scared of trying some new things. Even if they're gonna fail, it's not a big deal. So they can at least try it and see that they can do something. And probably, like if from 10 of them, one gonna succeed, it will make like 100x ROI, while 10 of them get failed.
On 8th of January, during the presentation on increasing employment and reducing requirements in the field of entrepreneurship, it was noted there are still cases in requesting additional information from entrepreneurs, which is already available in the relevant information systems. In this regard, starting from this year, 34 types of certificates and reports will be cancelled. As a result, more than 21,000 entrepreneurs will be able to save 500 million sums annually. The head of state instructed to introduce a unified reporting system. In addition to that, to reduce the requirements to entrepreneurs, the government cancels 16 types of licenses and permits. Details in the following report.
The number of unemployed in Uzbekistan is 1.3 million. This year, it is planned to provide employment to 5 million people by creating sustainable and high-value local jobs. In particular, there are opportunities to provide employment for 2.5 million people in service sector, 2.1 million in agriculture, 250,000 in investment projects and industry, and 140,000 in construction. In addition, it's planned to involve 2 million people in business through the wide construction of new financial instruments, including a new microfinance system. President approved this program and gave additional instructions on its implementation. 2.4 million people have become self-employed in recent years. Now it's necessary to assist them in expanding their activities, gradual transition to small businesses, and finding markets. This will be facilitated by introducing the platform My Business and bank cards First Step to Business. The program 100,000 Dehqan exporters will be implemented on the basis of aggregator system, and 50,000 hectares of land will be put up for the auction this year. The meeting noted the importance of professional training of persons without work experience and providing tax benefits for enterprises hiring citizens from social register. The Minister of Economy and Finance was instructed to identify additional reserves and opportunities for the creation of new jobs. The presentation also considered proposals to reduce mandatory requirements in field of entrepreneurship and simplify the licensing procedure. As the year 2024 has been declared as a year of support for youth and business, in Uzbekistan it is envisaged to create even more favorable conditions for doing business. There are still cases of requesting from entrepreneurs additional information already available in relevant information systems. In this regard, starting from this year, 34 types of certificates and reports will be cancelled. As a result, over 21,000 entrepreneurs will be able to save 500 million sums annually. Overall, there are no unified list of reports submitted by entrepreneurs. In this regard, the head of state instructed to introduce a unified reporting system. Also, in order to reduce the requirements for entrepreneurs, it was pointed out that 16 types of license and permits should be abolished. The task has been set to inform entrepreneurs about innovations in the sphere, to constantly analyze their proposals, and to continue work on optimization of statistical reporting.
The presidential decree has been adopted to reduce mandatory requirements in entrepreneurship and simplify the licensing. Starting from March 1, 2024, 22 types of documents related to licensable activities and permits will be cancelled. Details in my colleague's report.
Additionally, as of March 1, 2024, if 50% of the fine imposed on legal entities for offenses in licensing, permitting and notification procedures will be paid voluntarily within 15 days, or 70% within 30 days, the offender will be exempt from the remaining fine. A remote assessment using video communication tools will be introduced during the issuance of documents with the nature of a license or permission to evaluate applicants' compliance with requirements and conditions. When registering or re-registering a business entity, the founder's residence can be indicated as the postal address. Furthermore, the requirement for reserve funds equivalent to $15,000 to the Safe Tourism Fund for implementing outbound tourism will be cancelled. Instead, a mandatory risk insurance procedure for tour operators during emergency situations will be introduced. Between March 1, 2024 and January 1, 2025, a special regime entering business without a license will be implemented. This allows a 3-month transition period for legal experimentation in starting activities related to the use of X-ray equipment and performing veterinary veterinary, laboratory diagnostic work.
Looking at these events in the beginning of the year and the views of young business owners, this year looks to be promising for those involved in the business industry. Thank you, dear viewers, for watching this program, and goodbye.